but I'm also here to finish doing my hair and to talk to you a little bit about the real VIP. So I'm going to give a moment for y'all to hop on while I'm just finishing my hair up here today. So here we are. And what I did here with my hair last night is just threw it in some stand-up pin curls. I'll show you how to do that too. Super fun time here. So I have to say, though I do a live video, I don't get super nervous. And then I popped over to this group and I was like, 60,000 people. This is like need to run to the bathroom nervous. This is mouth dry nervous. This is palm sweating nervous. So anyways, good morning. I'm glad you're hanging in there with me. So now I'm just super thrilled to be able to talk to you about your VIP group. Vulnerability, inspiration, and purpose is how I like to define VIP. So whether you call your group a VIP group or not, that is the intent of the group, right? So that's why I'm looking a little bit shabby today, looking like a mess on live for, I don't know how many of you are watching, but it's a little bit embarrassing for me. But I want to tell you that this is one of the things that is going to grow your VIP group. And we have some rock stars with Color Street doing trainings on VIPs. Some people that I regularly watch or listen to are Haley Grammer, Monica Arce, Amanda Yoakum. Those girls are kick butt when it comes to VIP groups. And sometimes I get a little bit overwhelmed because I'm like, I'm not as amazing as they are. I'm not who they are. And so I'm just here to provide a little inspiration in case you're feeling that way, to say, girlfriend, be you. Be you. You are your brand. Be shamelessly who you are and be a real person, because with your vulnerability, you're also going to provide that inspiration. So keep in mind, you're your brand. Color Street is not your brand. Be you, be real. If you were my VIP group, I might even be talking to you at 9 o'clock in the morning without makeup and maybe even in my bathrobe. So the other thing about being you and being real, I'm going to keep this short and sweet for y'all, by the way, is that it's going to provide added inspiration that you are a real person, that they can do exactly what you're doing. And I think that leads perfectly into the inspiration thought about being an inspiration. Being an inspiration to your VIPs is showing them, first of all, that they can do what you're doing, that you are real, you are human, of course. Those are all super important things, but also inspire them with life and with the posts that you're creating, because you're somebody who they look forward to. They can purchase from 1,000 other Color Street stylists, not 1,000, tens of thousands of other Color Street stylists, right? Or they can go to just colorstreet.com and they don't have to be in your VIP group, but they're choosing to have this relationship with you. Is this starting to look like a hot mess? So one of the things I like to do in my VIP group, just to add some reality and a little bit of inspiration, is I kind of love doing things with my hair. I love hair everything. Look at these guys, right? It's kind of wacky. And so I might go live and just share, in one night how to do a stand-up pin curl, right? It's that simple. Then you put your little bobby pin in it and you're done. You're going to go to bed. You're going to sleep on it and you're going to wake up with some madness like this. Oh boy, I've got another one over here. They just hide. So that's a super fun thing to bring. And then another great thing that I love watching, I think Kelly France was rocking it with Try It Tuesday, and Erin Vossler does this must-haves Monday that's just so fun. And I can tell you they both inspired me to buy things and try things. And it always made me look forward to when I was going to see them live. And you can create that same relationship in your VIP group just by doing things like getting ready. You don't have to be polished and perfect and looking like that professional in your VIP group. This is your reality show. This is your family, right? So I'm going to show you what I do to finish my hair in the morning if I have just slept on a mess load of these pin curls held by bobby pins. I must also tell you a little disclaimer. When you go try this, you must tag me in your post because I'm dying to see it. But put a little oil on your hands if you've got thick hair like I do, so they don't end up with a great big bush going on here. But what we're going to do is just take some spray. This is like a spray pomade. Another great way to get engagement into your VIP group is ask them if they've ever used a spray pomade. What's your favorite? So here we go. I'm going to flip my head upside down. This is happening. And I'm just going to spray like crazy. And lift. Spray and lift. Okay. So I like to overuse spray as often as I can. And then we'll have something going on here, right? It'll calm down. It'll do a little get a little bit better here. And if it doesn't, a good trusty resource is to always have your Color Street hat handy, right? And I love hat heads. It always makes me feel more comfortable. So this is probably the way that I'm going to finish our conversation today. So be inspiring, be real, share your real life, share behind the scenes, and go and share with purpose. So when I talk about purposeful posting, this is where you're going to add value. This is where you're going to solve a need. And I'm going to share a few of my favorite nail hacks with you here today, because it doesn't have to be something magic. This can just be talking about nail strips, the product that you're already offering, to keep it real and keep it exciting. So one of the things I like to think of is you want to be the I got a guy, right? Or I got a gal. I don't know. But anyways, when somebody's asking for help with something, you want your VIPs to go, oh, I got a gal, right? And so that's how this is going to kick in your referrals and kick things up a notch in your VIP group as far as growth and connectivity. So one of the things I like to talk about beyond hair and beyond makeup, I actually know nothing about makeup, but it is kind of funny when you watch somebody who has no knowledge in that department getting ready, because I think we're all addicted to watching people do their hair and do their makeup. I don't know if we're all addicted. I love watching that. When people come across my newsfeed doing those things, I love to check it out. And I like to hide it behind the doors of my VIP space, because that's how with our business, we can increase our referrals and increase the number of people who are checking out and learning about Color Street. Okay, so we're going to do a few nail tips today and nail hacks. And I know for me, my customers are all the time seeing these Pinterest inspired nails, right? Whether it's redone by Color Street or whether it's just something they found on Pinterest. And when they get out their Color Street strips, they start layering them up. But I don't know about you, but I don't like the feeling of that layered nail polish, right? I want it to be completely smooth on my fingernail. So I'm going to try to show you my fingernail here, right? There are no bumps or ledges or anything. This is completely smooth. So I'm going to show you how to achieve that with my trusty nail polish strips. Aren't these great? Yeah, I cut little nail polish strips out for y'all. Okay, so a lot of times when I'm doing my nails or when I'm out and about, people are like, how did you get that perfectly lined up? I might be at an event and they see my nails done. Oh my gosh, I love Color Street, but I have no idea how you did that. So this is a great opportunity to say, oh, well, I want to invite you to my VIP group so you can check it out. So this is what we do. I've got 2 nail strips here. Fantastic. And I like to crisscross them like this because I want to have a tab on each side, right? The very first thing you want to do is make sure you've peeled off that clear layer, because they're going to cut so much nicer. And then I'm just going to grab some scissors. You can cut any shape, just like I just cut a random shape with this one, right? Or you can use your fun little zigzag scissors or something like that. And we're just going to cut. Oops, I kind of didn't cut all the way through. We've got a disturbed nail set here. But here's the great part. Then I have 2 pieces that both have a pull tab, and no matter where I put them on my nail, they're always going to line up, and it's always going to be flat. Isn't that amazing? Ah! Okay, so I love this tip because, again, I like to have completely smooth nails. But let's talk about what it does to your sales. Let's talk about what it does to your referrals. If you've got some sports fanatics, right? They want their nails matching their sports team. And so I'm going to show you what that looks like because, the paper just didn't cut all the way through. And it's just not impressive if you don't see it with a real nail strip. So here I am cutting up gold, also known as 2-finger testers, so that I can show you exactly how this works. And guess what? I even have a finger. Let me find my finger. I have a finger. I have 2 fingers. Just ignore my little finger there. It's not so well. Okay, so I've got my 2 nail strips, right? The team colors today are going to be black and red. We're going to pull off the silver or the clear tab on each one of these. Like you guys don't know this step, right? And then I'm going to layer these 2 pieces. And then I'm going to take my scissors. I've got them layered. They're perfectly one over the top. I'm going to take my scissors and cut my design. Now take a look. I wanted a diagonal look across my fingernail, and now I've got it perfect. I don't ever have to worry about it not lining up. And the best part is I don't have to worry about that layer snagging on my fingernails. And this is stuff that your VIPs will love. So another little tip for you. don't go share all of these tips at one time, right? This is something that you're just going to sprinkle in. I love that Lori Moffat has always referred to the VIP group as like your reality TV show, and where you're putting in Color Street as the commercials. Here's a great opportunity when you're providing nail tips. This is a great opportunity for Color Street to be a part of the reality show. So it doesn't have to just hold on for the commercial right there. This can be a part of your everyday reality show as well. Okay, so here's one little tip. Should I put it on the nail? I don't know whether I should put it on the nail or not. Okay, this is one of the things I don't like about live video is there's no talking back. So, I mean, it's a love-hate relationship, right? If it were my kids, I would love live video. No talking back, same reason. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and put it on the nail. And because we cut it so that we had the end on each side, I'm just gonna show you how this works real quick. We're able to line those up perfectly, so then there's a zigzag on the nail. See, I even made this little giant nail here, hoping that it would cut better so that I could show you here, because I wasn't sure you'd really be able to see the nail strip, and who wants to mess up pretty nails? You know how it is. All right, so another thing I love to do is to provide solutions for like a broken nail. If you break a nail, sometimes, you want ladies to still be able to use your product. And I know for me, if I ever broke a nail, I would be running to the salon to have it fixed, right? Who can relate? Somebody I know you can relate. Or I wouldn't even want to polish my nails because I wouldn't want to showcase that little short nub that's been broken off, right? We all like to have even nails. I don't know if we all like to. I like to have very even nails. And so one of the tricks that I might do is with a French application, because we can show them that with French, based off of where you place that white tip or the colored tip, if that's another tip you want to provide of, how to create your own reinvented French color by using a 5/8 inch punch. That's great too. But just being able to show them that based off of where you place that line will give the optical illusion that the nail is longer, right? Super exciting. So these are all things that I get really excited about. We could go all day. I'll give you a couple more. So let's use our big diagram for this. This could be fun. I've got another nail here too. Okay, so right now, I like to think of when you're talking about providing value to your group and you're posting on purpose, you want to solve a need. So provide a useful tool or some sort of information that is helpful to people. And if it can bring them back to Color Street, that's even better, because like I said, it can be a part of your reality series that's ongoing. You don't have to wait for the commercial. And so what I'm going to show you next would be, for what I'm seeing in my newsfeed right now, is a lot of ladies are excited that the nail salons are opening again, right? Woohoo! We're so glad for that. Okay, so we're not trying to take the business away from the nail salon, because we know that nail health and health of your hands and things is important, and that's something that we feel really good about. So when we go in and we get that massage and we're being treated. However, they don't have to be slave to the nail appointment. And by slave to the nail appointment is that ongoing need to come in for the fill or for the repair if something happens, and just this ongoing thing. I've had so many people say, I feel slave to this process, right? And so we can help them with that. They've already soaked off their nails, or they've been using Color Street to cover up this grow out. Now they've got this great grow out. The salons are reopening, and we have an opportunity to help them continue on with healthy nails, but without having the need to cover that back up, or the desire to cover that back up. So I'm going to show you really quickly how that might happen. Just call me Bob Ross here. I don't know another artist who does TV, but this is drawing. Okay, so let's say, when the nail comes off, there's usually, because we're ladies and we peel them off, right? We don't usually do the dental floss trick, although that is another great added value tip for your VIP group. So there's this little arch here in the nail, right? This is usually an indent, because the ladies have peeled off their nails. And just like if they were to peel off their polish, you're going to see a mess underneath there, because parts of that nail is going to come off with it. And so the indent might look something like this. Well, here is a fantastic solution. Color Street is the shape of back here that grew out to here. So you can take your Color Street polish, I love using Clear as Day for this, and fill in that gap right there, right? Voila. Instantly, they have now a new level surface to work with. So now they can lay Color Street over the top, and they're not going to see the ridges of the different layers. This is a great time Clear as day not available? Fantastic. Introduce them to solids and how long-lasting solids are when you're able to double layer them, and what a great tip to be able to share that they can double layer it there. The other experience that they're going to feel is that their nails are a lot thicker and a lot stronger feeling. They're a little bit more durable to withstand daily life and daily chores with Color Street. And how exciting is that, that now instead of being slave to the nail salon, they're excited to be connected to you. And when you're providing these added value tips into your VIP group, you are now the, hey, I got a gal. Oh, look, I've got a fly on my hat. Anyways, okay, so that's one little tip. Another great thing is I've had ladies who have been loving to use Clear as Day as that fill for a really long time. And when Clear as Day was not available, I was sending them French. And the thing that I found is that they quickly fell in love with Color Street French. So I'd say, just go ahead and use the clear polish right inside of there. They'd pull out that clear, and nobody wants to waste these great white tips. And they were falling in love with the look of Color Street French. So that's just one more great thing that you can do there. And then, layering for strength. A lot of ladies are having really weak nails right now. They're recovering from the damage, and we can teach them some layering hacks to use Color Street to build up sort of a thickness to the fingernail. I would be embarrassed if you knew how many layers of polish are on my fingers. I was actually just recently took off some major layers, and I always say, don't peel it off. But it was time, and I was starting to peel it, and I took a shower and my hair got caught in it. I was like, oh, this is like the dental floss trick. So I just slid the hair right down there, and then this nail polish just popped off, and I was like, this is like 6 layers of Color Street nail polish on here. I don't know if that's ultimate laziness being displayed or if it's ultimate genius being displayed, but it was darn near as thick as an acrylic overlay or a dip overlay or something. So let's talk about layering for a moment, because when we layer our polish, we don't have to wait for it to grow out to get that smooth layer underneath. You know what I'm talking about. If you layer it, how you start to see the tears, we don't have to do that anymore. Just grab a Q-tip, dip it in your nail polish remover, and rub the edge of it. It's going to smooth that right down to smack another layer on. So if you want to use, get a Color Street user and lover really fast, get them layering that polish to strengthen up that nail that's been suffering from damage from the nail salon. So I could talk to you ladies I almost lost you for a second. I could talk to you ladies all day about tips and tricks with nail polish, because it's something that I get really excited about, and it's the way that I've found to provide value. Ooh, look at this over here, to my VIPs, and it's a way for them to stay connected to me, and I like being that, hey, I got a girl kind of girl. So I hope this helps you to know the value of being vulnerable and be an inspiration. And I didn't really touch on this too much, but just being able to share your knowledge and inspire them with ideas for beauty, inspire them for ideas for business. When you're talking about your business and you're sharing your business, you don't have to share about you. Try actually not to share about you, because your VIPs will start to love you so much. They're like, oh my gosh, only Judy can do that. That's not for me. It's only for Judy. Share stories of other stylists. They don't have to be on your team. You might not have a team yet. And if they are on your team, make sure you don't even say they're on my team. Just say, this is my friend, because nobody wants to be owned, right? But share the good news stories of lots of ladies. Be an inspiration. And what you're sharing, this is a way, what I showed you today is a power-packed way to show vulnerability, inspiration, and purpose all at one time, right? So hitting that live button with your hair looking like Martha Washington, and bringing in just that I am an absolutely real person, and then adding that value of being able to finish doing your hair or showing those tips or whatever they might be. That's a way to power pack your VIP. So I hope this helps you to move forward today with vulnerability, inspiration, and purpose. Be awesome in your VIP group. Be Color Street, and let's look forward to connecting tomorrow. See you tomorrow on Connect the Dots. Virtually see you as we see each other's names pop up. Bye-bye.